All right, cool. It's time for us to get into Uskame. All right, cool. Before we chat to Anonymous South Africa, Anonymous actually sent us a voice note.
Hi, Naked.
You?
So, yeah, I'm right now just like confused as to what happened, or not even what happened. Actually, I'm confused as to what to do with the information.
What must do can happen, Naked.
All right, so he came back from work early.
Yeah.
Does that mean anything?
Maybe when he switched up. You know when they say we switch up our routines.
What happens if brother got fired and maybe that's why he snapped?
Let's find
That's
out.
not switching up a routine, it's forced.
Anonymous, good morning.
Good morning, guys.
How are you?
Okay.
So did he get fired or not, Anonymous?
What happened? But before you tell us what happened, can I take you through some of the house rules here on Ask a Man?
Yes, you may.
All right, cool. For us, respect is the order of the day. No swearing, no profanity, or any foul language will be tolerated. Our responsibility is to protect your identity, and your responsibility is to extend the same courtesy to protect the identity of the people or the person you'll be talking about. With that said, Anonymous, please tell us a little bit more around the story. What really happened?
Okay. So what really happened was, like I said, I think that day when he actually snapped at me was when it kind of raised a few eyebrows. Because for me, we had an open and honest relationship, right? And me asking him, basically, he bought nappies for the little one. So I got home and the nappies were there. We don't stay together. So we basically dropped him off. So as I walked in, I'm like, okay, dude was early. Okay, cool. So I immediately sent a voice message. And I'm like, hi, why you from work so early? You know? Okay, he snapped at me. When I say snapped at me, it was a matter of you needed message, right? So I'm like, okay, cool. For that story, we back. I don't know, something was just feeling fish. And I went through his phone and found messages on his phone. And when I say messages, it's like three girls that he's been chatting to.
Three girls. Okay.
So, 3 girls. And what gets me is the fact that, for instance, he asks the one girl when he can come and visit her. And the other thing is the other girl, there's just one specific girl. Where they had
Anonymous,
really intimate,
before you go
Yeah.
further, ne? When you say girl, the weirdest thing as a parent, I think of a young girl. Is it a girl or is it talking to women?
woman.
Oh, okay, thank you, because you scared me there for a moment.
No, let me say woman. I do
Okay.
apologize.
All
Woman.
right.
And the one woman, it's like really intimate conversations, you know.
He's busy.
So I confronted him. It took me a week to confront him. I did confront him over WhatsApp, and he apologized.
What
but
what did he
think
apologize for?
I think that's the issue. He apologized for the fact that I had the chat.
So
So
he apologized for the messages.
The fact that
He
she saw the
apologized.
chat, not that he was apologetic for his actions.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why I'm asking,
No,
what did
so-
he apologize for?
No. The apology was, I'm so sorry that you had to see what you saw, but I think that you had your reasons for going through my phone, of which I don't know what your reasons were, and yeah, that was my apology.
Did you
And
tell him what
then
your
it-
reasons? But Anonymous, this is where you tell him, this is why I went through your phone.
No, I did tell him, and he said, like, noted, you know.
Oh,
Noted.
this is not an assignment.
Imagine. Noted.
So,
Hi,
yeah,
Anonymous.
so we actually spoke a few days back again, and now he told me that he's off WhatsApp. He needs to gather himself, and we are just MIA.
Sure. and how you feel about that.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel. I am so confused. I don't know what's the right thing to do, to be completely honest.
Well, he
I
said he
don't
needed to
know.
gather himself.
Yeah.
Did he give you time frames for this gathering of himself?
Mhm.
Okay. Do you think he's going through something, Anonymous? This is your man for 6 years.
Yeah.
And has he ever said, look, I think I need time on my own before? Now, when he says he wants time on his own, do you think it's really to fix himself, or do you think it's to fix the women?
To fix himself.
Yeah. To be quite honest, I do think that it's to fix himself.
So,
Um,
so what's the problem?
The problem is, I don't know, like, what about me? I think it's not even about him. It's about me not knowing that is the right decision to do. Do I walk away or do I give him another chance? How do I know he's going to change? How do I know that, I don't know. I don't know what's the right thing to do, honestly.
A part of me just feels like you've never forgiven him for the messages that you saw. And there's a part of you that is now insecure. It's a feeling that wasn't there. And he's the reason behind it. I just find it weird that he's the one who needs to take time off, when in all honesty, you're the one who's supposed to take time off and figure out if you want to be in this relationship or not. And that's why you're not comfortable with having him go wherever he is right now for X amount of days. Because
the
in your head,
confusing
you're
thing,
thinking he's doing stuff.
Because I'm like, why do you need time out? And
Mm.
I also feel like there's no effort with him being apologetic about it, naked. Because for me, it's like he never came to me. He never spoke to me about it face to face. He's just
Yeah,
like,
you forced him to apologize. He was never going to
yeah,
apologize.
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
So
And I mean, Anonymous, cheating with more than 3 women, it's tiring. So I can understand when a person says, I need to take time out.
Yeah.
You don't know, is he dealing with an addiction? Where is it substances? Is it sex? Why is he seeking, entertainment from so many women? Now, are you his main woman? Let's start there. What do you know?
I would love to think that I am.
Okay, so you're not really sure.
You're not even.
Well, if there's 3 others, how will I ever know?
No, you can know. You can know.
They don't live together.
Ah.
Are you his only baby? Are you the only mother of his child
Yes, I am.
that you know of?
Mhm.
That you know of? Or are you certain? No, because
I'm
Anonymous,
certain. No,
we
I'm
we never
certain.
know these things. How sure are you?
I'm certain,
How sure are you?
100%.
Okay.
Do you think he loves you? Before you went through his phone, were you 100% certain that you were the only woman?
I was his.
So there's certain certainties and certain uncertainties.
I think I also, in a relationship, you talk about certain things. You talk about boundaries, you talk about great dealers, you talk about what works for you and what doesn't work for you.
Okay.
And I've spoken to him 1,000 times about how I feel about cheating and what it would do to me as a person. So I also feel like he just disregarded everything that I've been talking to him about.
Okay.
And he just threw it to the side and disrespected me, man.
All right. You know what we want us to do, Anonymous, if you don't mind? Can we just take a quick break? When we come back, we'll just ask you a few more questions so we can understand the story a little bit more, okay?
Okay.
In our headlines at 10:30, certainly, a junior police officer has gunned down another policeman in Bombela, Mpumalanga, and DA Tshwane Ward Councillor Jackie A says they're concerned that the current instability in the city will hamper the delivery of basic services. Details at 11.
It is Ask a Man on the Mighty Metro. We have Anonymous on the line who's been dating a man for a good 6 years. He started acting a little bit weird. At some point, she went through the phone, discovered that he is chatting to 3 women. Here's a story
Hi, Naked. So anonymous, or not even what happened. Actually, I'm confused as to what to do with the information.
So, Anonymous,
Yeah.
you gave this man deal breakers, and you've constantly been drilling them in his head.
Mm.
Now, what I understand about deal breakers is you tell a person, this is what I'm willing to put up with, this is what I'm not willing to put up with. And when you do things I'm not willing to put up with, I'm out. Now, when you gave those deal breakers, was it just vibes? Were you just talking? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so you were just talking. It was vibes. You didn't mean it.
No, I thought you meant like just normal conversation. I meant it.
Exactly.
I meant it.
You meant it. You said, I will not put up for cheating.
Yes.
He's cheating.
Yes.
Why are you confused? Because your deal breakers these were your deal breakers, right? Nobody spoon fed you those deal breakers. You didn't find them in a fortune cookie. These were your deal breakers. You said, listen here. If you cheat, I'm out. Right?
Yes.
So you found that he's cheating with not only one, but 3 women. Your deal breaker was, you cheat, I'm out. Now, I'm confused as to why you are still there, because these are your rules. So when you say you are confused, you shouldn't be confused. You confusing us. Actually, you even confusing him, because you told him and you kept on constantly drilling. You cheat, I leave. So, Anonymous, you're not only confusing one man today, you're confusing 3. It's him, it's myself, and Sebi. Are you confused, Sebi?
Yeah. Because you went through a phone and it still seems like you want to stay.
But your deal breaker said, you cheat, I leave. So, how long have you stayed since finding out that he's cheating? How long have you stayed since finding out that he's cheating on you?
No.
No, we're listening, Anonymous. Can you hear us?
Okay, it's fine. We'll try get her back. But anybody else in the same situation, you've given those deal breakers. This has happened. Why are you confused? Uteng, you said, if I cheat, you leave. I am cheating.
Not just with one person, with 3 people.
3. So we get confused because, look, as men, or maybe let me say some men, we're able to, sometimes we don't even call it cheating. I'm like, I love all of you. And I love all of you the same. Which is why I give all of you the same attention. Fortunately, Anonymous is the one that seems to get the main attention. But we all know that also if you guys are living apart, there's so much that you can do. I mean, now we even found out that this guy can leave work whenever he wants to. Anonymous only saw him leave work once early. How about all those? Maybe he's like us, Sebi. Maybe 12 o'clock, he's done for the day. But Anonymous doesn't know. Anonymous thinks he works a 9 to 5. Ganti, he's working all the other women.
Yeah. Anonymous, what do you know about this guy's job? Like, especially with working times. You don't have to tell us the specifics. But when it comes to his diary and his movements, what are you aware of? Because as a main chick, you'd know this.
So it's retail hours.
Oh, okay. So he travels a lot.
Yeah.
And he's never stayed with anyone? And I'm just trying to understand the reason why you guys probably don't stay together.
So he's African, right? And I'm colored. So there's a lot of cultural things attached to our living together.
Oh, okay, cool. But if he had to come to you tomorrow and ask you to marry him, would you marry him?
Before this whole situation, it was a yes, but now it's no.
Would you pay?
According to me,
in African culture, we pay lobola. Would you pay lobola for him?
No.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, so you want the lobola? Do you still want the lobola?
No. According to him, he was gonna pay it this year.
Ah, Anonymous. Those are just
so
stories.
I told him no. I don't. I told him to keep it.
Okay. Do you love this man, Anonymous?
I do.
And why do you love him?
There's a lot. He's a very humble guy.
We can tell.
He treated me well, you know, and I'm not gonna say that he's all bad. There's a lot of good things. He's made a lot of sacrifices for me as well. We've
Okay.
been through the long distance. We've come out of it.
And
I
all
don't
this
know.
happened in the past, ne?
Yeah.
Yeah. All this happened? Say it again.
In the past.
Yeah. Not in the present. So we are still, well, sometimes, Sebi, there's people in our lives that have been so good to us in the past that we think even when they start failing us, we are still going to reward them for things they did in the past, like things they did in, 2003 or 1996. But it's now 2023. So, Anonymous, when are you going to stop rewarding him for things he's done in the past? Because I'm sure you're a great person too. You've rewarded him with a child. Even out now, remember now, also Anonymous, there's some things that are cultural that we choose and some we don't choose. Well, has it done all the necessary cultural things for the baby?
If you're talking about damages, yes, you say that.
Okay.
He sounds like an honorable man. He sounds like a man who does all the right things. It's just that he has a habit of sneaking out and snacking a lot. Is that something that he's always been doing? Because some people, it's in their nature. And some people are very confrontational in the sense that they'll let you know that, listen, I will love you, I'll give you time, but it's just that I have a habit of being this kind of person. And then you need to make a decision whether you're willing to share that person and be in an open relationship or not. And what he hasn't done here is offer you that opportunity to make a decision whether you want to stay or not.
But also, on the flip side, what happens if his culture allows him to have more than one woman? And you said you still love him, despite everything. So all this man needs to do is just to come to say to you, Anonymous, I love you all the same. And when he starts telling you the truth, can this be something you can digest rather than lies? Because he loves you all the same. Anonymous, even though there's 3 other people, you still love him the same. So the only problem here is that you didn't know about the other woman. But now that you know, you're still there because you still love him. So it's just a matter of, putting this thing in writing to say, or him talking to you saying, listen, I love you, I love her, I love the other one and the other one. I love you all the same and I can't choose. And I've been with all the other 3. I just can't choose between any one of you. Is that okay, Anonymous? If he comes back to you and tells you the truth?
No.
Okay, no. What do you want?
I want him to choose me.
He is not going to. Not yet. He's still working on himself. Right? Let us work on ourselves for just a minute or two now. We just need to go to the break and then we'll come back to you to wrap it up, okay?
Okay.
All right. All right, we're about to wrap it up with Anonymous, who has a cheating brother who's decided to ask for space. Think about this. Your partner cheats on you, and then they ask for space instead of you asking for space. Talk about reverse psychology. Anonymous, is there anyone else that's possibly in your WhatsApps or DMs that's trying to get your attention?
Any other African men out there, Anonymous?
That's trying to get naked with you?
I think that's why it kind of hurts and brings confusion because I'm not even about that life. I'm as loyal as they come.
Okay, so if you're not about that life, why are you confused about a man who's about that life?
I think, like you mentioned earlier, you think about what you guys have been through. You think about throwing away the 6 years.
Yeah, throw it away, Anonymous. Like I've got Anonymous. I've got these underwears, ne? I think I've had them for about 3-4 years. They're hanging on a thread, literally. I've got underwear that looks good, it's brand new, it's comfortable. Even if I'd be in a stick up somewhere and they say, take off your clothes, I would take off my clothes and wouldn't be embarrassed. But then there's this piece of underwear that it's run its course. I need to throw it away. Do I keep it? It served me well at a certain point, Anonymous. You know, but now it's in tatters and it's embarrassing. Are you not embarrassed by? I'm sure these other women discuss you as well. Because remember,
and the worst is they know me.
Yeah,
They know about me.
You remember you were the one that was dumb enough to have a child with him. That's what probably they say. You're the one that's dumb enough to love him, because the other women probably have other men on the side because they can see there's no future here. Yeah, and I mean, Sebi would normally ask this. Sebi, do you want to ask?
No, you can ask it. Let me hear how you'd place it.
Anonymous, is it the Nakuzan?
Not even.
So it's bad. And you are still there.
Oh, Anonymous.
So the Nakuzana is not even nice.
Ow. Anonymous, he's not worth the headache.
Love, guys.
Anonymous.
It's because, you know, Anonymous, he's so busy out there doing the most outside. And even when it comes to the Nakuzana, he's not performing because he's tired.
In the words of Naked Anonymous, where is he setting his high score? What in your life is he setting his
Nothing.
high score? Is it just love?
He's not even giving her the proper love, because even the love is diluted. He's not giving you, even when you're making love, he's not giving you a high score.
Yeah, Anonymous. I think you just love the idea of having this man and the memories that you guys have shared together. But there's no recent memory. You're still holding on to the good old days. Remember that some relationships had seasons, and unfortunately, maybe it's done. And the great thing that came out of this relationship was a child, you know. But this man has moved on. 3 people, Anonymous. That's a long time. And you might find that of these 3 ladies, there's a lady that he has a relationship with, and he's trying to rekindle things. He's trying to fix things, and that woman is open to you being in his life because you are the mother of the child.
Yeah.
And it might end there, Anonymous. And you need to look at it like that. Is that this man might have moved on and you're still holding on to what was.
And there's also the numbers we don't save.
Yeah, they aren't safe.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, there's the ones we don't even call. It's just when we meet them, Jay, they know what's going down. When you bump into them, you bump into them.
Yeah. Anonymous, this man is just going to hand deliver sickness into your life. Let him go. It was nice. Like you watch those videos, you'll see those pictures on your phone. And yes, you guys had a great time together. But maybe it's time to let him go.
Noted.
No, you have to make that decision.
Yeah.
Don't walk the streets and say Sebi and Naked said
Yeah.
you must dump your man.
Yeah, no.
If you are not happy, if the relationship no longer takes you there as a woman, if you don't feel like you're a priority, because also remember that the time he's spending with the other woman could be time spent with his child.
Yeah.
If Anonymous, he can't be that irresponsible. So if it no longer serves you, you need to make the decision. I've just said what I would do if I was you. So did Sebi.
Yeah.
But we're not going to put words in your mouth or ideas in your head.
Yeah.
You have to make that decision.
All right. Because usually when we hear these stories, you know, what the other ladies will understand, they'll say, oh, guys, but then yo. Then we're like, okay, we understand. But with you,
Nothing.
nothing. Anonymous. It's fine. All right. But listen on the radio. There's probably women who've been through a similar situation as you, and they probably found means and ways to make the relationship work. So, you know, you just got to listen on the radio, and let's hear what we're going to get from the jury, okay?
All right.
All right. Thank you very much. South Africa, what are your thoughts? You heard the story. 086-2160. That's the number to call. Or you can just simply send us a voice note on 060-552-7303. The second FBOB Road to Literacy Trolley Library Competition is open. Go to roadtoliteracy.co.za to help your school get a trolley library full of books in any of the 11 languages from FBOB and Oxford University Press, Southern Africa. T's and C's apply. FSP 20656. Taking those calls on 086-2160. That voice notes on 060-552-7303. Don't forget to use the hashtag #AskAMan on the socials if you want to let us in on what you'd like to advise Anonymous with. The soundtrack to today's story, it's Nomfundo Mono Questa, Matisibaningi. That's what's going on right now in Anonymous' story. What would you like to tell Anonymous? We're taking those voice notes right now on 060-552-7303.
Yo, hi, look at the game.
Yay?
But hi, hello, Anonymous. My 2 cent advice is once you set standards in a relationship or boundaries and a person crosses them, believe you me, they will always do that. As long as you forgive them, as long as you keep on forgive them, they will keep on doing that. Once you say, look, my love, this is me, this is what I want in a relationship, and you both agree and you continue with a relationship, and later on they cross those boundaries, honey, it's gonna keep on happening. Leave, walk. He's gonna do the same. He's gonna repeat. And the worst thing is that he's cheating with 3 other ladies. 3. Not even 1. Hi, you've got a serial cheater, my honey. Pack your bags and go, love. Protect your heart.
But 3. It's not even 1. So 1 is okay, ladies, ne? Is that what we're saying? 1 we can handle. 3 is a problem.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. We're learning.
Guys, Anonymous's boyfriend is not looking for a space to find himself, but instead is looking for a space to be free with other girls without anyone asking questions. So the lady must just leave Anonymous, let Anonymous do his things. She can go and find herself.
Okay. Must go find herself.
Hi, Sabby.
Hey.
Hi, Naked. You know what, ne? The fact that this man is not making time or he's not prioritizing the child, it says a lot. If you can't prioritize your own child as a man, what's the point of you being with the baby mama or trying to work things out with the father of your child when he's not even showing up for your child? The least he could do is show up for his child instead of being out here running from Tom, Dick, and Jerry. But anyway, I understand. But sadly so, Inakuzana is not working as well. So, hey, baby girl, I guess you need to start sliding into some DMs. I don't know.
Hi, Anonymous. Hi, hello, Metro Station. I think Anonymous should just forget. Inakuzana is not there. Him as well is not giving her attention. Like, okay, the child is not getting the attention of the father. Like, what's the use of being in that relationship? Oh, Mina, especially Nankuzana, if he's not there. Opa, I'll go and run away. Just run, my dear. Nankuzana doesn't work as well for you. So you better call my dad. Thank you.
Yeah, what?
Yeah.
The Nakuzana is important, man. Uzwile. If the Nakuzana is not there, mina ngiyahamba. There's one that came through, says, today's Oscar man, I don't believe it. What do Anonymous really want? I'm sure this guy is busy with the other ladies while she thinks he's fixing himself. This one coming through from Chris. Since Vela Nonza, she doesn't get any satisfaction from the guy. She should just let go of the memories and literally just leave. Ria_Njoro coming through. Stay away from diluted love, as he puts you. You will solely fantasize the ideality of a perfect match. One loses all sense of reality and could potentially fall out of love instead. That one coming through from Ivory Newman on Twitter.
They say it takes a village to raise a child. Anonymous, this is not your man. This is the community project. Like more than 3 women. It's more than 3 women. There's no way he's faithful to the other 3 women, And when they do say it takes a village to raise a child, your man is the child. And the village is trying to raise him. If you want to build with a man, leave this boy.
leave this boy. All right, cool. There you have it. If you missed out on